always is Jocelyn, Ryan, Jim, Matt,
Hello
and
there.
Lindsay.
Hi.
In this episode of All for Good Experience, we're leveling up today. I don't know if we're going to record every leveling up episode because I mean, once we've done it once or twice, it could get kind of rote. But we're going to record this one. Matt, over to you as we level up.
Well, I think we better have a real quick recap if you guys want to roll some d20s.
That's a good idea. I would
This
have
is going to
13.
be an easy one because we just did it.
It should be pretty fresh in your mind.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So it looks like it's up to Finn with his
In an
13.
American accent. Roll for accent. Oh, I got a 4, so you got to be.
I'll be from
Australian.
Southeast England. How about that?
Is that where you're from right now?
Yes. No.
But tomorrow he's
Really?
not.
Oh, okay, perfect.
So in the previous episode of a Good Experience, we defeated a necromancer. Or we defeated the necromancer that we've been after finding this like weird, like gross altar of maybe like 12 or 16 arms like grabbing each other, supporting this weird sigil called the Elder Elemental Eye, which is like projecting this purple like portal-ish thing, like hologram-esque kind of thing. We picked it up, we dispatched the necromancer, for lack of a better word, and now we're trekking on back down to Red Larch to have a bath, clean our weapons, change our soiled underwear, and just generally
Which
level up.
only Finn needs to do.
Yeah.
My underwear is fresh and clean, so.
Can I?
And just to be totally transparent, the orb that you picked up was not the elemental eye.
Oh,
The orb was just some kind of a fancy looking glowing orb, but above it was the sigil of the elemental eye.
oh, so like quite literally like a hologram projector.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's basically just kind of like a magical conduit for the eye.
Looks like a Pokeball.
I don't even
No,
think it
not
was a
really.
conduit. I think it was just like R2-D2's shining out Princess Leia.
And this is the wand that you picked up as well.
Ooh.
Oh, badass.
Looks like it's got a bunch of holes in the blade.
Yeah, look at those barbs on it as well.
Yeah, you don't touch those. They're
That's
poisonous.
awesome.
It's a wand made out of a rose bush.
I want it back.
And yes, that was the super fancy orb.
Anyone listening in the podcast version of this, you can go to either the YouTube episode or the blog, and I'll try and get images of these up there for you.
You're good, because I can't see him.
Why can't you see them?
Also send them to Lindsay.
I'm watching the stream for the images, but I'm getting error messages every time they're being sent to me.
You can't
Oh,
see
really?
No.
You can't
Oh.
see the images?
Can you see like the map and stuff?
I can see the map fine, but I'm watching the stream and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a pretty orb.
Huh.
That's
We should
strange.
fix
I
that
had to
for
work
next
around it. I
episode.
didn't want to say it too loudly earlier.
Yeah. What we might get you to do is, and we did it with Jocelyn right before we started, and it was actually really fast, is just go to your Steam library. I'm assuming you're running the game from Steam.
Yep.
Right click on it, say delete local content, and then go back to the store and download the demo again.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
It literally took 10 seconds.
Yeah.
This is not a very large game at all.
Yeah.
No, because everything is running off of my system basically. So it'll take a short moment for the game to load when you're grabbing some of the assets from me. But yeah, that's a problem if you can't see the images.
All right, I will do that off air.
Cool.
But
Make sure you can grab
so
Matt's
that we
assets.
don't drag on the recording too badly.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey.
One of you had pointed out that you wanted to loot the rooms. So
I
in
did.
the room, in some of the different things that you find around, Oriath kept some food, drink, supplies, clothes, bedding, as well as 165 silver pieces, 78 gold pieces, and 4 polished gems, which are worth 50 gold pieces each.
Suck it, team.
What was that?
Yeah, I
It's
didn't
worth
hear
50
that.
gold
It
pieces,
sounded
yeah.
like backstabbing.
So
You can
Valia
keep your
found-
polished gems.
Here's all the stuff. You guys get a bunch of gold pieces, some
No.
silver pieces.
Nice.
And I
Nice.
don't know why this isn't going. Go. 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 Like,
I think it at first it did distribute everything, didn't it? Yeah,
The
like
gold went to everybody.
oh, maybe there. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so the gold went to everybody, but one of you got the 4 gems. And
Naturally, the
Wait.
rogue would get it.
Yep.
Well, she was.
She did loot the room.
So okay, I have a kind of out of character question. When I do stuff like that, like when I loot the room and I get stuff, does everyone else know that I got stuff, or is it up to me to speak up and say, "Hey, I found stuff"?
It's kind of up to you. I was doing this whole loot distribution thing that automatically spit and shared the gold pieces, so we could go back if we really wanted to put it all in your bank account.
Yeah.
But,
The system assumes that you're nice.
Fair enough.
the items right now have all been just put in your inventory,
Okay,
but the silver and gold has been shared.
that's fine.
so leveling up.
Leveling up. Who would like to go first?
Finn's always happy to be a guinea pig.
And actually, hang on. While we're doing that, I'm looking at. Oh, yeah, you have 5 polished gems. I guess you must have found one before.
I think I did, yeah.
Okay, so Finn is a cleric.
Yes.
And as a cleric, this is what your character sheet looks like, or your class info.
Yep.
At level 2, the very first thing we need to do is give everybody long rest. So let's do that.
Finn's
Wait,
back to full
wish there was
health.
a way
He
to do
has
it
his
for the
spells
whole-
again.
Actually, there's a way to do it for the whole.
I guess sleep on the cave floor again.
Nope. Okay, gotta do it individually. All right, so that brings your health back up. And when you level up, here's what happens. There is a drag and drop that you are going to do yourself. So I want
Okay.
you to open up your character sheet, Finn.
Yep.
And grab the cleric shield in the bottom left and just drag it onto an open space on your sheet.
Just empty space anywhere.
Mhm.
The cleric thing that you just linked in the chat.
So the one in chat, grab the shield and just drag it onto your sheet.
Okie doke. Boop. Oh wow.
All right.
Is
Boom.
that leveling
You are now
up?
level 2.
Is that it?
That's leveling up.
Oh, okay. Cool. So I get
So
channel
it's
divinity.
going to do some
guided
stuff
strike.
automatically for you. So if you want to describe some of the things that it's telling you, because
Okay.
nobody else can see it right now other than your stream.
So, one level. So this is what it says in the chat. It says 1 level of class cleric added to Finn. Average hit points for additional cleric level added to Finn. 5 plus 2. So I got 7 more hit points. I added the channel divinity ability. So I got the ability to. I guess I had the ability. Well, I've just gained the ability
Actually, before we go any further, I'm going to give you an option.
to. Okay.
So, as a cleric, and for everybody, you get a certain amount of health guaranteed if you level up. But the difference is that you can actually choose to roll for that randomly, or you can take the guaranteed version, which is slightly above 50% of what you could have possibly gotten. So, what I mean by that is you would have rolled a d8 and gotten your constitution bonus. So, you would have gotten up to 10 hit points if you roll a perfect 8, or as low as 3 hit points. So, if you want to roll, we can take those 7 hit points away and let you roll for.
Now I'll keep the 7. I mean, that's just above average. So I think that's fine for me.
Yep.
To be honest.
Okay.
All right. So I
Alright,
got
so what
the
else?
ability channel divinity. So now at level 2, I gain the ability to turn undead, meaning that if I present my holy symbol to an undead and I say a prayer, every undead that can see or hear me within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, it's turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move away from me as much as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. Also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from me. So I guess I'm scary to undead now.
It's very powerful. Like if you were in a room full of, I don't know, zombies or skeletons, then you can you control them because you push them away from you constantly.
If I was standing between, if I was standing on one side and the party's on the other, I use turn undead and just drive them towards the party. That's pretty cool. I also gained Guided Strike. So starting at 2nd level, you can use your Channel Divinity to strike with a supernatural accuracy. When you make an attack roll, you can use your Channel Divinity to gain a +10 bonus to the roll. Make this choice after you see the roll, but before DM says whether the attack hits or misses. That seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
how many...
bonus 10. It's pretty sweet.
So I can use it once a rest. Okay. I also gained a spell slot for level 1, so I can now cast 3 level 1 spells per rest.
Yep. Yeah.
Cool.
And all of those things should have popped up automatically.
Yes,
and
that's what
the
it looks
other
like.
difference is at this level, I don't think there was a change. You can still prepare 5 spells, which is what I think it was. Or no, I think it was only 4 before, because you only have 4 prepared right now. So that's good. So you get an extra spell to be ready in combat. And that is it.
Yes.
Leveling up's pretty easy. It's very easy in this game because of the drag and drop thing that just lets you go up. So why don't we just go across the top here. Marty, I think it's your turn. Oh, and Ray, I sent in the chat there's a little link that you might want to look at.
Yay. Ooh.
And choose some things you might want to, I don't know, transform into.
A diseased giant rat.
Yep, I'm voting for either that or a giant badger.
And I did them in kind of reverse order. The ones in the top group are a higher challenge rating when it comes, like, these are all essentially monsters in the game, and they actually have skills and abilities and whatnot. So everything on their sheet, if you click on the shield, will be exactly what you get to do when you're shape shifted. So the ones in the top group are going to be a little more effective if you wanted to actually use them in combat. Whereas the other ones, like, I don't know, a pony or a mule, might just be more more fun. We'll see what you really want to do.
Please
can
don't
use
be
it
a
to carry
giant
stuff.
spider.
It looks like we can't actually see the stats for them because we don't have the monster manual loaded.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can. Oh, actually, I can just give you guys access to the monster for now. How do
You
I?
could be an elk.
Boom.
Ooh, a giant frog.
The giant wolf spider sounds pretty cool.
Hey,
Also
you guys
sounds
aren't
like a
supposed to be looking
spider.
at this. This is just Ray stuff.
Yeah.
Aw.
Hey.
So, Marty Durant, we're going to go with you. And you are going to grab this shield and drag it onto your character sheet.
Boop.
All right. Level 2. You should get how many hit points?
4 + 2.
All right. So you can roll a d6 if you don't want 4. So you're essentially right at 50-50 for a better roll. But that's up to you.
I'm fine with taking the standard.
Okay. What else do you get?
I got feature Font of Magic, which gives me a new thing, a new amount of numbers to keep track of, which are sorcery points. It doesn't really look like I can do anything with sorcery points until I level up again, unless I'm missing something. Like I have the points, but I don't think I can do anything with them. I do get to pick one more spell. which, because I have 3 spell slots. So I'll be able to pick a spell. I'm not too sure what I want to go with, but yeah, so Font of Magic. So I guess like when I level up again, I'll be able to use those sorcery points to modify my spells, but I don't see that.
So the one thing you can do if you look at the Font of Magic stuff is you can create more spell slots.
Oh,
So at level 2, you can create because you only have 2 points, so you can create 1 extra first level spell slot.
so I could pick. So I could pick 2. I could pick 2 spells for this level. One of which is a permanent one, and another one just kind of sits there. Is that how that works?
No. So what it does is like when you are casting your spells, right now you have 3 spell slots to use up. So
Oh, I see.
during a day, you can cast 3 of your level 1 spells right now, but then you can use your flexible casting thing here to spend your sorcery points that you have and open up another level 1 spell slot. So you could essentially have 4 level 1 spells in a day.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So I could use Chromatic Orb 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds pretty good. Is there any? So how do I? This is again a question. Probably we'll sort it off air, but I don't see like the sorcerer points on my character sheet. Like, is that
Yeah.
something I need to keep track of?
So that's
Perfect.
something that I can add as a power.
Okay.
Say sorcery points. And then your sorcery points.
So how would that work for casting stuff? Does spell slots get ticked off automatically?
So you have 2 sorcery points. So now in combat, on your combat tab of your actions, you have 2 sorcery points. So you can check those off, I guess. You just using that. Or if you just want to keep track of them that way, there's another way to do it. But yeah. Discord died.
We're still good. Okay, so that's good. So I just need to pick one more spell and add it to my slot. So I can do
So
that.
the other thing too about leveling up, and this is important for you and I think maybe Ray, Finn just gets to know all of his spells and then he prepares whatever ones he wants. But when you level up, you only know a certain number of spells. And so when it says here spells known at 2nd level, you're going to know 3 spells. So that means you get to learn 1 brand new spell. But the other thing you get to do when you level up is you can swap any 1 spell that you already have for another one. So if you don't want Disguise Self or Chromatic Orb anymore, you can swap those out for something else. Or you can also change 1 cantrip to something else as well.
Okay. I'm pretty
So you can
happy
you can
with-
only do that. You can only do that 1 spell per level. So kind of plan that out. And as you level up and get higher level spell slots, you might want to change a level 1 spell up to a level 3 or 4 spell eventually. That kind of stuff.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I'll look at some spells and I'll pick one. Yeah, I guess that's it, right? That's all I need.
Yeah. So that's it for you. So
Perfect.
Ray, are you back in the Discord?
Hey, so just one moment for the chat room. If everything looks totally messed up on the video, it's because something is going massively wrong with XSplit and Fantasy Grounds right now. So don't fret, the recording will be fine.
Uh-oh.
As far as I can tell. Okay, go ahead.
Hello.
All right, Ray. So you have a list of really important things. But more importantly right now is that you grab this druid icon and drag it onto your character sheet.
Do it?
So you have to grab the shield, not just the word.
Yeah. Um, try the main page, see if that works. There it goes. Had to be in the.
Perfect. All right.
Oh,
So you should
Stacks.
be getting a D8. So that's going to be 5 hit points plus your Constitution modifier 2. So you're going to get 7 hit points. You can roll a D8 if you'd rather try for up to 10, but it could be lower than that. So it's up to you.
Yeah, why not? Let's try that.
All right. So just roll a straight D8.
Oh.
That's a problem. All right. So you're going to get 3 hit points.
Yay, so
You
many.
gambled and lost. Okay.
Shoot.
But other than that, what else did it say in the chat log that you?
What else do I get?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat log? Well, I have a specialization I could choose. It popped up.
Yeah.
The
so
Circle of
that's-
Land. Just. Oh my goodness.
So you have
So
a
either I can do
choice
a-
between the circle of land and the circle of the moon.
Okay, so one of them gives me a bonus cantrip, natural recovery, circle spells, land stride. What is land stride? That sounds exciting.
That means you can like move
6th level.
between like plants and things, right?
Starting at 6th level, moving through non-magical difficult terrain costs you no extra movement. You can also pass through non-magical plants without being slowed by them and without taking damage if they have thorns, spikes, or similar hazard. You also get advantage on saving throws against plants that are magically created or manipulated to impede movement, such as those created by the Entangle spell.
Or
Not quite as exciting as you might think. And you don't get it until level 6. But
6,
this
yeah.
is basically your specialty that as you level up, this specialty will keep gaining you new things too.
The Circle of the Moon sounds more exciting because I get combat wild shape.
It's basically
Well,
a,
it's just this thing.
wow druid, isn't it?
Yeah, so that means at level 2, she can actually just use a bonus action to transform in combat.
The sound of that.
And while you're transformed by the wild shape, you can use a bonus action to use just use up one of your spell slots and regain 1d8 hit points level of the spell slot used. So you
Oh,
only
wow.
have level 1 spells. So you can roll a d8 to get health back as a bonus action on your turn when you're transformed.
And I think that the way that we are going through all of this, I think that might be a better pick.
Well, the less healing I have, the more you guys can heal yourselves, the less healing I have to split around between people. So if I don't have to heal you, I can heal the rest of the party better.
I don't want your healing anyway, so.
I totally Finn totally saved your life in the last one, but okay.
I totally saved yours, so.
I mean, it's not a competition.
Serious tension going on right now. I don't like it when mommy and daddy fight.
Oh. I'm gonna circle the moon. Did I drag it onto my page as well?
I don't know. Is there just a checkbox for it? Or do you actually have
Oh, yeah.
to...
Oh, yep, there we go. I gotcha. There we go.
Perfect. So then the other super important part is choosing your wild shape.
Oh, so I gotta find that list again. So I tried getting into that, and it was, still giving me an error whenever I try to open it.
Yeah. So I wonder if I can.
At level 8, you can turn into a giant eagle. That's
Freedom.
cool. You can take us to drop a ring into Mount Doom.
Might be a freedom bird.
A bull eagle.
So you can't be anything that can fly or swim right now.
Okay, so
That's why the list that I gave you excludes those.
okay.
So from this list, just based on the description, you can be a general,
General
beast.
thing.
Yeah. So a
Mastiff.
wolf and panther would be kind of sneaky, but also half decent in combat. They have natural armor, 11 hit points, so not too much. The panther has 13 hit points. Wolf spider, also stealthy. Oh, the spider can climb on different surfaces, so you can
Oh.
move around like a spider.
I can crawl
Also
into
have-
people's bathrooms and freak them out while hiding on the shower curtain.
Boo!
Well, you're also-
Boo! Boo!
also-
Boo!
No, that's not
No
do that.
giant
Giant.
spiders.
So you would be essentially the same size as a human, but a spider.
No.
So that movie, it's like that film I wanted to watch the other day, Big Ass Spider.
No, no, no.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
I don't know what you're
eight-legged
talking
freaks.
about.
That's actually, I really like Eight-Legged Freaks. Big Ass Spider. Sadly, it isn't streaming
Now
on
there's
Netflix
also
anymore.
something. There's also something like the giant lizard, which is a large beast. So that's bigger than a normal human. It actually has 19 hit points.
So I'm
It's a
basically I'm a
pretty-
tank. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, something like that. It also has the giant lizard also has a spider climb ability. The giant frog. Can't be the giant frog. I lied. That one has a swim speed.
So okay.
I'm just
The
going to say
giant
it's
centipede-
dangerous for you to be a large beast because I don't think I'm allowed to call my girlfriend a large beast. So,
What did you call me?
exactly.
There's also a giant badger, which has a different unique ability to burrow. So you could go underground with a badger.
It's had
And
a
badger
flashback
makes-
to mushroom.
The
Mushroom.
Oh, God.
The badger can make
Yes.
2 attacks, one with its hands, or one with its claws, and one with its jaws. Claws and jaws. I think a lot of them will have multiple attacks.
What's the elk have?
Horns.
Elk.
Horns.
The elk has a charge ability. So the elk has a regular speed of 50 feet. So in a single turn in combat, you can move 50 feet. But if you move at least 20 feet straight towards a target and then hit it with a ram attack on your turn, which is a +5 to hit, you can do an extra 2d6 damage with your charge ability. And you can also knock that enemy down. You also have hooves as a melee attack. The other interesting one is the axe beak. It is a flightless bird. It is a large beast, so it's a great big thing. It
Oh,
can't
those are
fly,
cool
but it
looking.
has 50
What?
feet of movement.
What am I, a
And-
penguin?
No, dude, these are awesome.
No, it's more like a super ostrich.
I'm sending you a link on Facebook. They look like terror birds, which are
I
an
don't have
actual
an
thing.
image in here.
They're cool.
But it says
Oh my god!
an axe beak is a tall, flightless bird with strong legs and a heavy, wedge-shaped beak. It has nasty disposition and tends to attack any unfamiliar creature that wanders too close.
Oh, so that's basically Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has 19 hit points, only 11 armor class, so your AC would probably be going down. But its melee, it only has 1 attack, and it's his beak. It's +4 to hit, and it does a D8 +2 damage.
I think you should pick the giant badass bird. Oh, they're in
Also,
WoW.
if she-
Axe Beaks are in World of Warcraft.
And also, if she attacks her boyfriend with it gets a +5 to hen pecking.
Really?
Now there are other cool things that some of the other animals can do. So like if I put a link in chat, can you guys see the details then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was definitely Lindsay's dog barking just then.
Oh, definitely wasn't Zoe.
Axe Beak. Oh, dude,
could
the Axe
also be
Beak's
a-
so cool.
You'd also be a boar, and that might be a problem for jokes.
Yeah. Nah, it's fine.
Dog is protesting. She's saying pick the axe beak too.
Yeah. She's right.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Ostriches are
Totally up to
pretty
you.
awesome.
But for now, I think I'm going to let you take a look at that stuff, and we'll
Okay.
move over to Arlia. So Arlia, if you want to grab the barbarian shield and drag it onto your character sheet, we'll get you started.
All right.
All
I
right.
will stick with the 9 hit points I get.
Okay. And what else showed up?
Let's see. I also gain 2 abilities or features. Danger sense. I gain an uncanny sense of when things nearby aren't as they should be, giving me an edge when I dodge away from danger. It actually gives me an advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects that originate within 30 feet of me, such as a trap or spellcaster. The other one, which I'm extremely excited about, reckless attack. I can throw aside all concern for defense and attack with fierce desperation, or just because I want to have some fun. When you make your first attack on your turn, I can decide to attack recklessly. It gives me advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength, but attack rolls against me have advantage until the next turn. Screw
Very
that, I got
cool.
23 hit points, I'm good. And that is actually everything for me.
Nice. Super simple. Okay. Valia is the last one up here, and
Woohoo!
Valia,
That's me.
if you want to grab that rogue shield, drag it onto your main sheet there.
Shabam.
Now you have a D8 plus 0, so it probably just gave you 5 hit points. You can choose to roll it if you want, or just stick with the 5.
Of course I'm gonna roll.
Oof.
And she gets
Oh.
6.
Nice.
All
Worth
right.
it.
You gambled and won. Very nice. Okay. What else did you get?
So I get a cunning action. That's all it says.
So, a cunning action, very specific, and quite a bit of fun. So, during combat, you can use a bonus action to dash, disengage, or hide. So, the advantage there is you can actually end up moving 3 times your speed in one movement.
Does that
without
mean I
doing-
can go like 105 feet?
Yes.
Wow.
But that's 105 feet without an attack. So,
But I
normally
can
on your
run away
turn-
good.
Yeah, well, the other thing that you can do, and the one that's most common for rogues to use, is disengage. So what you could do is you could actually attack an enemy that you're in melee combat with, hoping that you're going to kill it. Maybe you don't kill it, so you choose to disengage, and then you can run away and not attack of opportunity.
Cool.
I'm sorry for laughing.
So you can do hit. Sorry, go. What were you gonna say?
James is posting pictures of Max Beaks.
Oh,
The Final Fantasy one is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, I'm crying right now from laughing so hard.
You're
Where
so
are these?
graceful.
Where are the XPs?
They're in the Twitch chat.
I don't see them. Oh, in Twitch chat. Okay.
Yeah, and James's Twitch
I
chat.
will stick it.
It basically kind of looks like a dodo.
Yeah.
it didn't go extinct because it's awesome.
The Final Fantasy. Can I stick it in? Oh, yeah. There's like
the
a
Final
link in the-
Fantasy one was my
stick
favorite.
it? What?
What are you doing, James? No, don't stick it anywhere.
I
Oh,
put it
that
into
thing.
the Fantasy Grounds chat.
Nice.
I'm so sorry. I'm like, I have tears from laughing. Oh my God, the X because it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. Okay, I'm gonna mute
So yeah,
myself.
I can jump away from stuff. Cool.
Yeah. So you can disengage. You can also just hide while in combat, which is pretty fancy. And if you're hidden, then you can actually then get bonus to attacks again. So you can actually get surprise attacks if you're able to hide while you're in combat.
Cool.
What
Yeah.
you actually do is you pull a palm frond out of your backpack and just hold it in front of you. And nothing's going to be able to see you.
Instant invisibility.
But yeah, so you get your cunning action. Your sneak attack damage stays the same. That's going to increase eventually at 5. But your next level is the big one, where you choose your roguish archetype.
Haha.
That kind of defines your general playstyle as a rogue after this. But yeah, the cunning action is pretty helpful. Okay, Ray, have you decided?
Speak.
That is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
It's so
Do
cute.
it.
And just so you know, whatever you choose, I'm going to make an icon for it, just like that.
I want to see it. I want to see it on the map all the time.
And oh, awesome. Could you? Okay. Okay, I'm good. Could you link the elk?
Oh yeah. Once.
Just so you know, the terror bird is the axebeak is actually a real animal. In Walking with Beasts, which is a BBC show presented by David Attenborough, it talks about things called terror birds, which are like a 3-meter tall bird, and they're axebeaks.
I still think you should go with diseased giant rat. The damage you could do with that. It's probably like a bleed over time or something.
I don't know.
Or
Giant
disease.
badgers are pretty damn cool.
You're just slowly dying.
I think an elk fits with Ray's personality, TBH.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I agree with elk. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the elk idea.
Can elks roll their eyes? Someone Google that.
This elk can.
That's your first power. Screw shooting fire out of your nostrils. I roll.
I'm not gonna be the X-Beak though.
All right, Finn's new goal: finding an axebeak.
God, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen. All right, yeah, elk. Elk is
Okay.
elk is good.
So your wild shape
Oh,
is the elk.
Oh,
so the axebeak that I linked you guys was actually not the axebeak I was trying to show.
what?
There was a different axebeak in the link I sent. It's the two-legged one.
The super derpy one.
Yeah. But fine.
Yeah,
go
I
with
think
an elk.
elk fits. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So as an elk, you are going to be a large beast, and I'll make sure I'm going to actually create another character for you to control, because there's no
Oh.
way of just applying all these stats to your current character sheet. So when you transform, we will switch over to an elk character that you'll then use, because being a druid is really unique. And here, like the rules, I don't know if you saw. Well, I added elk to this title, but anyways, the bottom of this little window is going to say that your game stats are actually replaced by the stats of the beast. You retain your alignment, your intelligence, wisdom, charisma scores. You also retain all of your skill and saving throw proficiencies, in addition to gaining those of the creature. If both, well, you get the highest bonus possible. When you transform, you also take over the beast's hit points. When you revert to your normal form, you get the number of hit points you had before you transformed. So you
Oh,
could
awesome.
use your transformation as a last ditch effort to survive. So maybe you're down to 1 hit point. When you transform, we just lose. Someone changed channels. Okay. When you transform, you get all the hit points of a fully healthy elk, and then as soon as you go transforming back might be the elk dying, by the way. Then you are just back to your normal self with however many hit points you had before.
So
That-
if she has 10 hit points now, transforms into an elk. She has max health as an elk. Elk
Yes.
dies. She still has 10 hit points in human form.
Yes.
Okay.
But an important note is that if you revert as a result of dropping to 0 hit points, any excess damage carries over to your normal form.
Ooh, okay.
So
if you take 10 damage when you're in animal form left, you're going to take another 9 damage to your other form.
Okay.
All right.
As a beast, as when you're transformed, you cannot cast spells, you can't speak, or take any action that requires hands. Transforming doesn't break your concentration on a spell you've already cast. So if you have a spell that's active that's kind of on somebody, like there are certain buffs or different things you can do that you concentrate on, it won't break that. And then you retain the benefit of any feature of your class. So if you're immune to poison or something, you'd still be immune to poison, including things like dark vision too. You choose when you get to choose whether your equipment falls to the ground or merges into your new form, or maybe your new form wears your armor somehow if it would actually fit. But
Awesome.
that's going to be pretty specific because your small figure probably won't fit.
Gonna
elk.
dangle my my bow from my
Yeah,
ears or
antlers.
antlers.
Yeah.
My coat
Can
rack.
we have Ray wearing a silly hat all the time, so when she transforms into an elk, she's still wearing it?
That's a possibility. But yeah, so your equipment won't change size, but it can kind of be absorbed into your form as well. So if it's used for travel or in combat where you might be moving from one place to another, we'll probably want it to just be a part of you.
I'm gonna absorb my bedroll.
Nice. But yeah, so that is how beast form works. You can stay in your beast form for a number of hours equal to half of your level, and that's going to be rounded down eventually. So at
Okay.
level 2, you can be in beast form for an hour. You then revert to your normal form unless you expend another use of the feature. So while you're in beast form, if it's time to revert back, if you have more uses, let's see, you can use this feature twice, and you regain the expended users after you finish a short or long rest.
Oh,
So
awesome.
just
Okay.
a short rest will give you your 2 uses back.
Ooh.
Cool.
But yeah,
I like the sound of that.
You can be an elk, and because you're a large beast, people can ride you. Yeah,
I'm not a common mule. You guys will not ride me.
And this is where I jump in with another perverted comment.
Nope.
All right. One thing that I am going to get you to do, though, is we're going to create elk character. I just want to get a couple stats from you. And the first one is going to be, I need you to roll, let's see here. I need you to roll 2d10 for me.
Okay, there we go. There's one.
Very nice.
Aw.
So nice. Okay.
One.
So, yeah. All right.
Is that for her elk hit points?
Yep. But she gets a small bonus with that too. And then your armor class is only 10, so that's not very good. You get 16 strength, constitution. You get to keep your intelligence. So you don't want the elk's intelligence of 2. So you get 13. Wisdom 18. Or wait, do you get to keep your wisdom? You did.
I can't tell if you're talking to us or if you're just babbling.
Kind of both. So you get to keep your intelligence and your wisdom and your charisma also. And there you go. Okay. All right, and I'll work on that after tonight. But that is everybody now at level 2. So congratulations, you did it.
Yay!
Oh, I came up with a spell, I think. What do you guys think about shooting fire from my fingertips. Does that sound appropriate?
No fingertip fire. No.
I really think. Okay, the other one I have that I was thinking about doing mage armor because Arlia refuses to wear armor, and it requires a person to not wear armor.
I think you can only cast on yourself, though, can't you?
Nope.
Oh, really?
Mage armor
Guess I,
is a touch spell.
yeah. That's the only
So you get
disadvantage.
to touch Arlia.
Yeah.
So I have to get touched by Marty.
Yes.
Yeah,
From
I have to
sound.
touch you. It can be anywhere, so I'll definitely be touching you in an appropriate spot. It's just really tough to touch you in an unclosed area because it's like
You're
meat.
entirely exposed.
Yeah.
I am wearing clothes, you know.
I
Not
don't think so.
necessarily a lot
I'm
of
pretty
them,
sure by
but
this
there are
point
some
you're
clothes.
naked.
This is like one of those weird animes where as you go through battle, your clothes just start to fall off. That's your part of your power.
Your hair is your clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Oh
I'm
man,
like
that's
Bayonetta.
super Japanese. Yeah, not the PG Bayonetta. We're talking about like pre-Nintendo Bayonetta. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I do appreciate fire spells, but I don't know. Like a support spell might be worthwhile considering our war priest doesn't have a bubble.
Yeah, I actually do. I do have a bubble. I just can only cast I can cast 3 spells a day, so I was actually casting my heals more. But I do have
So
one.
what? I guess I'll ask what qualifies as armor because we're all technically wearing clothes. Like
I have
is Go ahead,
my
Ben.
armor is an item that I'm wearing called.
So you're the only one with armor on.
Yeah, I'm actually wearing chainmail armor.
Okay. So yeah,
Valia has leather armor.
okay. Oh, why are you laughing? This
And-
is actually a protective spell that keeps you from dying. From,
Because I
rogue
don't
hand.
trust you to cast anything in my general direction.
If it
You'll
It's a
helps,
very
probably
fair
quickly
point.
fail the armor and instead like coat me in acid.
Ooh, yeah.
Or he'll
that
just
would be
cast the armor
unfortunate.
like right over your nose and mouth so you can't breathe.
That too.
That happened to a cousin of mine on the farm. I think okay. So fire. I'm hearing fire from the two of you.
No,
I don't know
I-
if that's better.
Well, fire doesn't involve you touching me, so that's a bonus.
No, but it is like a cone of fire. So it'd be like, don't stand in front of me.
I think if
I
so,
grew up in a warm climate.
if we're thinking
true.
like party wise,
Am I a
like, you know,
damage dealer or am I?
that's what I was going to
Poor
say.
guy.
Like if we go like we've got a tanks, healers, DPS, then Valia and Alia are our damage dealers.
How about this for a rogue spell? Ray of Sickness. You really want to get hit with that?
No.
That sounds like
What'd you call
like,
me?
No. Different Ray. Maybe a different spelling.
I guess
Um,
Ray in her beast form would be a damage dealer. I'd be either the healer or the tank, I guess. So
There's magic missile. Maybe I'll dig around a little bit more. Just like looking at the spells. I don't know if I can actually look at the spells in.
yeah, there's a lot.
It's well, actually, like now that Kearney linked them, but I don't see anything. Nothing's loaded except for Ray of Sickness.
If you click
Exactly, 'cause
sorcerer,
it's- Yeah, I did, and then it brings up all the spells, which is awesome. But like clicking on these says could not open sheet with data from unloaded module.
oh really?
Is that a me problem or is it?
I can see them,
Um,
so maybe.
Well, hang on. There, I know there's a way that.
Color
I'm
spray sounds
using-
cool.
I'm using the D&D
Oh,
guide.
Okay, so if everyone goes over to the far right and clicks on library, what kind of stuff do you get there?
I see the PHB Deluxe, the Monster Manual, and the Elemental Evil Player's Companion.
Mine's blank.
I don't have
yes.
the Elemental Evil Player's Companion.
I
I see all three.
Okay,
I
and
only
if
have the
Brian,
PHB Deluxe
Oh, wait,
and Elemental Evils.
I might have to restart the client because it's blank. Anyways, this is like
Yeah.
Did you click
Bad
the little
air.
modules button down in the bottom left?
Oh yeah, I did that.
So
And it's still blank?
No,
Oh.
I have
there-
3
there's-
things and they're checked.
You have to.
They're
Yeah,
checked,
if you
but
open the.
there's also a book that you can open. If you
Yeah.
click and drag the book, it opens.
What the hell? Who designed this UI?
That is
Yeah, I'm trying to-
arcane.
It's so there used to be an option where I could force the load on you. I could force everyone to load anything that I'm allowing, and that
Mhm.
would push it to your systems. I don't see that option anymore, so they might have taken that away. But yeah, I think you guys just need to open those books, and then you'll
I'm-
have access to everything in them.
I'm
You
trying
should.
to do that. I'm getting the errors again about. Yeah, I think just reinstalling it will fix it. But
Yeah.
So am I doing something wrong? Because I'm looking at these spells, and these level 1 spells aren't even listed in the D&D book I have.
Wait, which
Make
D&D
sure.
book you have?
Well, the book. Maybe it's not the right one.
If you can't just click the Ray of Sickness and bring it up, or color spray.
Yeah.
I think this sounds like something we need to figure out off air. This isn't the best radio.
No, this
That's
is it's spinning our wheels here, but I'll sort it out.
Okay. If that's everyone leveled up, then I think that's a good point for us to stop. Anything else that needs to happen, Matt?
No, I think that's about it for tonight.
Okay. Then, as always, everyone, thank you for listening. You can follow us all on Twitter at pages, places pasted in links that you find where you find this podcast. Well, I'll just say it. It's at Mr. Kearney, Mr. Kearney for Matt. It is at Sauntering Walk for Lindsay. It is at Jimmy the Shovel for Jim. It is at R. Murphy for Ryan. It is at Joss Players for Jocelyn. And I myself am at Iagvos. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching it. I apologize for the jumping between things that I do, because I get jittery and I like to read. So I apologize for all of that. But yeah, thank you for listening. And as always, I hope you had an awfully good experience. Until next time, bye-bye.